Make 2022 the year of spiritual growth and self-care. Hello and welcome again to Dumi's Daily Grind. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing well. My name is Dumi and my journey began on the 13th of October 2021. As always, here I talk about recovery, spiritual growth, mental health issues, sobriety, relapses, and spiritual well-being, focusing mainly on the daily work, the grind that goes into finding peace of mind, contentment, and freedom from addiction. This episode is inspired by Gary Zukav. He wrote a well-known book called The Seat of the Soul. I listened to the 25th edition on Audible after hearing it being mentioned over and over again. I picked up the book as I could relate to the messages that were portrayed when some specific quotes were mentioned. In my journey toward finding serenity, I find myself going through so much literature and expanding my knowledge with the understanding that I will have to start implementing daily the things I learn as I grow up. Growing up for me has nothing to do with age and the physical birthdays we celebrate every year. Growing up for me is finding out my truth, my purpose, what God intended for me, and ensuring that I fill my cup so that I have enough to help others whenever I am asked or called. I will then accomplish my life's path through finding out what the purpose is. I don't know what I don't know, but I'm willing to be open-minded enough to learn as I go and be inspired by whomever I meet to reach that purpose. Today is the last day of 2021, and I have been reflecting on this year and the previous years. I am truly amazed and grateful to be alive and have this opportunity to embark on this journey. The spiritual teachings I have started hearing and learning are so profound that I feel so blessed today to have noticed the tools that have always been right in front of me. Yesterday, I spoke about the teachings of finding true happiness, taken from the book 8 Mindful Steps to Happiness, Walking the Buddha's Path. And it's so interesting how all of this comes together. In preparation for 2022, I am willing to be courageous and finding my truth, as courage will allow me to continue displaying the virtues I believe in without being discouraged by others as I continue on this journey. I am trying on a daily basis to discover my new capabilities and my new potential, and going into the new year, I am prepared to receive whatever my higher power has in store for me. New experiences, new journeys, learning from the hardships, and preparedness to receive blessings. What I require is commitment, time, and courage to stand up for my creativity. In this book, Gary Zukav speaks about evolution, reincarnation, karma, and the soul, which is eternal and not confined to time. He breaks the book down into sections that look into creativity, responsibility, and power, under which he discusses various subjects including psychology, choice, addiction, relationships, intention, intuition, reverence, and heart. He speaks about the emergence of authentic power, which can be attained through the evolution from the 5-sensory human being into the multi-sensory human being that focuses on growth and development. We are in a time of deep change driven by technology, the increased gap between the wealthy and the poor, stress, our lives coming under the pressure of unpredictable circumstances such as the COVID-19 pandemic, which have caused a major disruption to our patterns. I think 2020 and 2021 were years of reckoning for the majority of us. The pandemic affected life worldwide, imposing complete physical and psychological changes due to isolation, contact restrictions, and economic shutdowns. This pandemic has had a profound impact on our lives and livelihoods, with our leaders taking unprecedented measures to ensure that the spread and deaths are kept to a minimum. The consequences of this action, though, has caused unprecedented challenges, especially for the middle class and the poor. These measures have also created a mental health crisis that I think is not being focused on as much as it should be. We read about increased domestic and sexual violence, femicide, rates of divorce, and gender-based violence. I mention this cautiously as I'm not a politician, a doctor, a scientist, or even a researcher, and therefore do not claim to have all the facts, but just based on what I read and my general observations and what my family and I have experienced. The last 2 years have been a massive challenge. For me, though, with all the challenges I have experienced, almost losing everything right at the beginning of lockdown in 2020, to finding new ways of navigating the new terrain and new circumstances we find ourselves in, I have emerged at the end of 2022 on the journey, forcing me to be open-minded and unjudgmental with a ready-for-anything attitude, and finally seeing the difference between material-based happiness and just pure happiness that is not dependent on the material. It's not dependent on the 5 sensory happiness that I now know could disappear in an instant, with one announcement of the state of emergency which sent our lives spiraling into chaos. This crisis has brought to some of us an opportunity for personal growth, family cohesion, growing into genuine friendships, and learning the pleasures of appreciation of what is right in front of us. Love, trust, kindness, joy, faith, and letting go of ego and bad habits. Discovering life on life's terms. Discovering what is really important in life and what takes priority and what doesn't. The isolation brought with it so many issues that tested all my relationships with people and with myself, which led me to realizing my problems and beginning the journey through seeking help and making a commitment to change. I had to have the courage to face my demons and be willing to change. I start the new year with this in mind, and I plan to continue on this journey one day at a time, doing the next right thing and trusting my instincts. I will sharpen my listening skills and ensure to fill my cup daily. I will prioritize self-care, solitude, proper use of the time I have been given. I will continue acquiring knowledge and practicing what I learn. I will make good business decisions, take care of the money I earn, have courage to trust my intuition, and be willing to find and face the truth. With that, I say goodbye to 2021 and prepare for another brand new day, a brand new month, and a brand new year tomorrow. With the understanding that I don't know much about the human condition, how limited it is, and to just allow God in through being still and letting go. Gary Zukav said, "Your life is yours to live, no matter how you choose to live it. When you do not think about how you intend to live it, it lives you. When you occupy it, step into it consciously. You live it." Thank you for your time, your support, and being with me on this journey to finding serenity. If you enjoy listening to me, please don't forget to subscribe, and let your friends, your family, and your tribe know that they can also join me on this journey toward finding serenity and some peace of mind. Until I see you next time, stay well and God bless you and keep you safe today. Happy New Year, and remember to be diligent with the work required to achieve your spiritual goals and experience serenity and peace of mind. The answers are right in front of us and will be revealed if we truly seek them.